Hey YouTube, how the heck you doing? I'm doing great and I hope you are too. Today I just want to bring you a little update that I did to my MacBook Air. I went from the M4 to the M5. You might be asking why. Why would you want to do that? They're just one iteration away. Well, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I like to have the latest. And that brings me to the M5 chip, which does have a good performance upgrade from the M4. It's like 15% or whatever. I did some testing and I've done some work with it since I got it, but basically these are the two M5, M4. They both are empty at the moment because the M4 was traded into Apple for a trade-in value to the M5. It was a fairly good one. It was a lot easier to do it than to send it to on eBay, sell it to eBay, hope they pay for it, hope they get it okay, hopefully they don't return it or anything like that. It was just a lot easier. Plus, there's no 20% fee that eBay charges on it. So I do have the new M5. That's in the box, and actually, it's right here. This is my new M5. It's got all the same ports and everything. Same retina display, same size, and the sky blue, which was another reason that I updated to the M5 at this point, because colors don't typically stay around with Apple too long. I mean, they keep the silver, they keep the black, they keep the space gray in their laptops, but sky blue, which I really do like in this, and I wasn't sure they would keep it for the M6 or the ones going forward. So I wanted to get the value I could out of my M4 while it was still fairly new. It was just probably over a year old at this point, so no warranty had expired on it and everything. So I went with the M5, same size. The SSD card is the 512. It's the base model now in the new M5 one. But on the M4, I did have to do an upgrade because it started at 256. So that was pretty good wash to just bring it on over to this one here. Like I said, I did some of my own tests on the new SSD card in there. That, like I said, it was the 512 there, 512 here. But it was twice as fast on the M5 in read and write as it was on M4. So it was like about 3,000 par read write on this one, but like 5,000 to 6,000 on the M5. So it's quite a good upkick in the read and write as far as the SSD card in there. And I also did a little testing, is exporting things for like just a Final Cut project. Just a short, simple one. It did it in under a minute. It was maybe 2-3 gigabytes, so it was under a minute that it exported it, where on the M4 it was like a minute and 20 seconds, something like that. So a little difference, not a great big difference, but like I said, it was the reason I wanted was basically to be on the latest technology, which is what I tend to do. Whether that's a good thing or a fault of mine, I'm not sure. And this way I know I will have this color around for a good while if they do decide to drop that sky blue coloring in the next iteration. And I probably won't get the M6 unless something drastically happens with the MacBook Air. I don't think chassis or designs wise it's going to be changing anytime soon. This is pretty good style. The MacBook Pro is basically a fatter version of this style, so we'll see in the future how that goes. The one thing that they did change in here is on the keyboard itself. If you can see on there, I'll do a close-up for you. On the keys on the side for shift and cap locks and enter, they got rid of the words. So there's just symbols for your shift keys, your cap locks, your tab, and your enter key. So it's just like a symbol or whatever. So that's the only major change they did on the keyboard. If you were to see this out in the wild, the only difference you would know between the M4 and the M5 would be to look at their keys and to see if there was no wording on those keys. Obviously, they have the M5. And the other simple reason that I did was because of the light blue, sky blue, is I have this Hitachi mouse that matches it. Now, when I bought the mouse, it didn't match it. It was the light blue, sky blue, with white and white underneath, and that did not go too good with a black keyboard. So what I did was Frankenstein a silver one that I had. They had the black, because in the silver they do black and the silver, and I Frankenstein the two together to be able to give me the colors that I want. That black with the blue. Simple thing, just a little cohesive little thing for my laptop and my mouse. But it was nice to do that with. I got a matching set. I know which mouse is paired with which laptop or iPad. I have an iPad that has the silver and the dark. So that's pretty much what I wanted to bring to you today, guys. So hopefully gave you a little update on what's been going on here. If you've been thinking about doing the M4 or M5, they are both very good laptops, very good travel, nice and light to move around and work with. The M5 will have a little more GPU and CPU if you're more intensive in your work. Like I said, I do Final Cut Pro videos for you guys and a lot of Photoshop processing on it, and it was doing fine. It never lagged, never gave me the death circle or whatever you want to call it. But with my M5, I think I'm going to be a lot easier. I do parallels and I run Windows 11 on that one and this one. I've been having trouble doing some Steam games on this one, so I haven't tried a few the Steam games I had trouble on the M4. I haven't tried on the M5 yet. They played the other ones fine through Windows 11, so we'll have to see what that does. And I'll give you an update if you're looking forward to that too. Just leave me something down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a good one, guys.